Right, okay then. So, issue number 6 of Stormbringer. Now, obviously, what we've got here is 10 miniatures. Those 10 miniatures are Hobgrots litters. So, let's have a look here and see what we've got. Love the artwork here. Nice, huge vulture type creature. And then obviously we've got the Hobgrots. Now, interestingly, it's stating that the Hobgrots are part of ranged warfare. However, what I see here is a little sword and the claw. So let's have a look and see what that's all about. Okay, on top of that, let's just start with inside. We get a little bit about Gork and Mork, the twin-headed god. Obviously, Mork is cunning and Gork is brutal. The two facets of Orc society, basically, sneaking up on people and killing them, or charging at them and killing them. So yeah, we've got some nice little things going in here. Talks about that the Cruel Boys are renowned for their war machines. So I like the idea of that. Orc war machines in old Hammer. Yeah, they were always usually manned by the Grots, so obviously it was, they were either flung in a doom diver catapult or unlucky victims, and anyway, so that's quite interesting to see that the Cruel Boys have taken over the artillery side of things for the Orcs. Moving on from there, Hogrot Slitters. Now, what makes these ranged? Hobgrots are wily mercenaries who are notorious for their use of explosives. Nice. These vicious creatures work for the Cruel Boys, and they wield sharp slitten eyes and deadly sulfuric scrap grenades. Nice. Okay, so that's where the range comes in. Now, Hobgrot. That just obviously to me evokes a kind of hobgoblin. That's what obviously that's what they kind of remind me of. Maybe in some cases I should stop trying to compare this to Old Hammer and let it be itself. And I think from now on I'm going to stop living in the past and actually take this for what it is and take the models for what they are. They don't look like Old Hammer models, really. They are unique. So obviously, maybe I really should sort of start accepting that and kind of moving on from it. Okay, so there's the how to build parts. They look quite simple to build. Interesting to see that they're on slotter bases. They don't look quite push fit, but I'll have a look at the sprues in a second. Now, a little bit about painting them, which is good. Using the paints that were previously, I think actually I'm gonna use that light kind of Uruk flesh to make the Hobgrots look lighter than the Cruel Boys. I think that'll be a very important step for. Right, so let's have a look now. So, shooting phase. So, they're actually introducing the concept of a shooting phase, which is fantastic, and they've got these grenades. Again, that's quite cool, actually, for a green skin force to actually have explosive weapons. So, I like the idea of that. A little kind of skirmish battle to practice it with. Right. So they're introducing War Scrolls finally in this one. So War Scrolls basically tell you, basically how this how the character, the unit or whatever attack. So that's actually quite good. I like that, and I want that kind of thing. I don't just want to sort of be told to roll die. I want to be able to see how they do it. So that's actually quite cool. Okay, so that's issue number 6. It's got some really good stuff in it. I like, you know, the kind of ideas that are coming out from it. Again, I'm kind of one of those people that I don't play with things that aren't painted, and because of that, how do I put this? I'm not always. I'm not playing, and I really want to start playing, so I'm gonna have to speed up my painting right now of these guys. Right. So let's have a look at these Hobgrots. So they are noticeably smaller than a Cruel Boy. Okay, I can see that straight away on the sprue. They obviously their weapons, you know, they don't look as hefty. They look like they are weapons for taking out already panicking, softened up units, which I assume is why they have the grenades. You know, you throw a grenade, you panic the unit, you charge in, and then it's just kind of like stabbing and soft, you know, taking down whatever's afterwards. They look quite nice. They are. Let me check. So they are push fit again, but they don't look. They look like they're good push fit, so they look like they'll fit nicely. So we'll see that when I actually build them. Again, they're on slaughter bases, good, you know, which is quite interesting as well. For those who don't know, the slaughter bases used to be a thing that Games Workshop did an awful lot. Now they went across to not using them. But what would happen, particularly in some units, they'll be top heavy and hard to balance and hard to position. So sometimes having a slaughter base pushes it and anchors it into the base. So that is actually sometimes a good thing to see that on certain miniatures. Okay then. So there we go. That is issue 6 of Stormbringer. Hopefully the next few videos that I bring you will be me building things, and I will be building them in order of issue. I'm actually partway through painting the Cruel Boys. To be honest, I think they're probably ready for a battle. I think I'm going to try and see if my son will sit down and record a battle report with me. Just a real simple, following the rule, you know, following these exactly as these tell us to do it. Okay, you know, please, if you're enjoying these videos and, you know, like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. I'm going to keep doing them for every single issue of Stormbringer. And hopefully, you know, eventually I'm going to have 2 very big, very beasty, well-created armies for Age of Sigmar. Thanks for watching.